How you gonna fit all your fantasies inside a little gray box? Daylight shines through, casting shadows over you. Wake up, don't cry, rain black rivers from your eyes. I swear you'll find.
It's not like I'm sending you to the front lines of battle here. All you have to do is sit with your colleagues and show Tobias, who thinks you're a saint, your work. Easy. Hey! He took you to dinner. Did you do something weird that turned him off?
I got sick and left early.
You left early? Does he think you're a freak now? Fucking goddamn it! What?
Bradley, I told you very clearly and specifically that this is very difficult for me.
Yeah, no shit. But guess what? This is part of your job! No two ways about it. I can't get you out of this right now, even if I wanted to. And believe me, I want to. So, you're just gonna have to take a deep breath. Calm down and hope to Christ that Tavia still likes you.
They make it very difficult for me.
Who?
The team.
Smalls, Howard, and Leonard? What could they possibly do to make things hard for you?
Have you ever had sex with prosthetics?
What?
I have, and it was wonderful. You know, with fake blood oozing everywhere and guts hanging out. Oh, it's like a dream. It's so liberating. Pretending like your partner's just been ripped apart and kidneys ripped out and throat slit. You've never done it like that?
No, Mark.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, the client is here. He wants to sit in on this and hear our initial ideas. I need everyone to contribute, and you better have a plethora of innovation ready to fill this room. This brownstone is a big deal to him for some reason. So it's all on you to make sure he leaves here with a shit-eating grin on his face. Don't open your mouth unless you're ready to speak, okay? Good. We've got a few seconds, so let's review. We've got a brownstone on the Lower East Side that we need to turn into a 6-story condo and make 100% eco-friendly. Not a fucking piece of anything we can't recycle or have already wiped our asses with goes into building this project. Kavos is going to use the 6th floor as his main office, and the rest will be rented to tenants. What have we got so far?
Right this way, Mr. Cavos.
Mr. Cavos. Bradley. Good to meet you. Nice to see you. Have a seat. We were just starting to discuss the project. Let me introduce you to the team. This is Mr. Smalls, Miss Howard, Mr. Leonard, and you know Miss Whilaminski.
Leo?
They're the mastermind group I put together for the brownstone. So, let's get right to it then. Mr. Smalls, why don't you begin?
I was thinking we could design the 6 stories modularly out. All rooms lined on top of each other for precision and ease.
Yes, and with all the eco-friendly materials on the market, we can research and plan accordingly.
And keep within the budget. Making it modular makes it easier to make every room uniformly precise, so that all the materials will be the same. This will also save time on the construction end.
Plus, it will give it a really seductive appeal from both the outside and the inside.
So far, so good. Mr. Cavos, do you have any questions?
What do you mean by modularly out?
Well, it means each unit will be the same layout, so they all line up uniformly. It makes it easier to streamline construction, and it looks that way from the outside.
That's not what I want.
Okay. Not a problem. What are some of the other ideas we have for the structure?
I don't think building modularly necessarily adds to the character of the frame.
Do you need some water, Miss Whilaminski?
Or a megaphone, perhaps?
If I may, I beg to differ. I think the modular frame has plenty of character based on the sizes of the window frames. The window frames would be the key factor in creating a look of versatility that not many buildings have.
Which is the most interesting aspect of our idea.
I think the most interesting aspect is that the building itself will be so uniform. It will be structurally economical, visibly green, simplistic in its elegance. I think this is clearly the best way to make the statement you want.
I want to hear what Leo has to say.
I'm thinking that we can come up with ways to shift the interior of each unit so that so each unit looks different, but the plumbing is still lined up. That way, it'll it looks different from the outside as well as the inside, and adds to the iconic value of the building.
If I may, I think that idea would be a risk financially.
I agree. Our structural engineers will have a hard time differentiating the different plans for each unit. Trying to communicate with them could add extra time to the project. It was the hundreds of RFIs that held us up on the Waterman building. This could set us back at least 6 months.
Taking that extra time could become very counterproductive.
Are you okay?
I just need to stand up for a minute.
Okay. Everybody can stand up when they want, right? I mean, I feel like standing up right now.
Hey! Miss Whilaminski, tell me what you would do to get around the engineers and the possible expenses of newer materials.
Homosote walls instead of polished wood veneer, painted with low NVOC paints. Polished concrete floors in the halls instead of granite. Build each story 20 feet high to get around the codes of not building more than 6 stories and to give it a sensual appeal. And I would make Robert head of structural engineering and have him sit in on all of our meetings so that he sees our vision as we create it.
Why Robert?
Because he's the easiest to communicate with and he translates design visions better than the rest.
What are the advantages of using homosote for the walls?
It's easy to pin things in and it's exceptionally soundproof, which I think would be good for the offices.
What material for the floors in the units?
Well, if we go with the polished concrete in the halls, then we can give Mr. Cavos hardwood floors in the units, which he prefers over anything else.
How long do you see the project taking from now till finish?
2 years, if Robert is in on the process from the beginning.
Mr. Cavos?
I'll be a son of a bitch. How about that, huh? I have complete confidence in Leo. Let's do it.
Thank you. We look forward to it.
Quasi una fantasia, Leo. Like a fantasy. Build it like a fantasy. I know you can.
Right this way, Mr. Cavos.
Like a fantasy. Well, people, there's your lesson in how to be a damn good, successful architect. I hope you all took notes. Because if you weren't thinking everything that Leo just said, and then 4 steps ahead of that, you're useless to me. Just go back to your desks, cad monkeys, and wait for Leo to send you your assignments. I'm done with you here. You did good. That wasn't so bad, was it? Told you I'd have your back. Gotta start believing me. Let me get to work. And Delegate most of it to them.
Blackjack gambling, don't talk about the shape I'm in. Got rockets in my shoes, I'm shaking off all this blues. Mama told me never trust a soul.